What's up, gentlemen? Hope everybody's having a good evening. There is something that I wanted to discuss that recently kind of has been pushing me to talk about these things that I think are very important. That subsede a lot of just the general female discussions that go on in female nature and biology and all this stuff. It supersedes all of that. Guys, I want to tell you something that I think a lot of you men need to know, and if you don't know, you need to pay attention. Here's the first thing. Feminism was created, right, and I've done my research on this. Feminism was used to destabilize the family and tax women. That's what it was made to do. All right? That was the sole purpose of this thing, and it did a very good job of it, right? Because in most cases, these women had the opportunity to acquire welfare. They had the opportunity to acquire state money. But they were not allowed to have a man in the house. So you have this correlation of these different powers working with each other to provide this sustainable outcome for these women, and it's a complete disaster. It's a complete fucking disaster. And now, here's the thing. Women think that they're getting, these feminists think, that they're getting this liberation. They ain't getting any liberation because they're actually getting taxed. They're getting taxed every time they go to work. They now have to pay the income tax. So now the state has two sources of income tax, the males and the females, right? This is one, have you guys even done the number reading on the amount of unemployed women out there? Yet they're promoting these women to try to get jobs. This doesn't make fucking sense. These women are encouraged to go out there and to join STEM fields and to go out there and to be a part of the workforce. Let me give you little guys an insight on the college situation in terms of the statistics between male and female. Right, so here's the deal. I have noticed that there are more women that get accepted into college universities than men are, and this is done by design for a reason. The reason why this was done is because when you take a female, right, who's been in a class in high school where the ratio of students is 50-50, right? So this woman's getting attention. She's getting flattered by these boys. The ratio is even, right? So that she's getting attention on equal parties. Now you throw this woman into a college situation where there's a lot more women, and now she's having a hard time competing with all these other women, right? This is what you see about all these fraternities and these sororities that these sororities that these girls go to. This shit is used to indoctrinate these women. And you know what happens is only the very select group of these women end up going off and fucking the most rich guy, and then they end up, and it's all political. These are issues that we need to talk about. The real fucking issues that we need to talk about as men. Every time I had, the other day I was like picturing what a MGTOW world conference would be like, or a conference of MGTOW men. I picture us sitting there in this round table. All of us men in suits, and we know who we are. We know what we want. We've overcome obstacles. We are men. We have done things that have challenged the world. We've built things. We've accomplished things. Feminism and women's issues is just one fucking issue. We still have the issue of corruption and financial corruption and issues that are completely impacting the way that we live as a society. Women are not going to go out there and fix these issues. What are they going to go do? Fucking go out there in a bunch of combat boots and bayonets and say, "Come and get us, motherfuckers"? No, they're not going to do that. It's going to be the men that end up doing that, because it's the men that have the ability to understand those things, to understand the complexity of these problems. They've built everything, for fuck's sake. They understand what's going on, right? So the whole thing about this, why I'm going to start kind of moving away from doing a lot of videos about women. I'm not to say that I'm not going to make videos about them. If I will make videos about them if I need to get something off of my mind. Like I said before, when I did my first video, I use this channel to use it as to talk about things and to get things off my mind. But I feel like there's more important issues that we need to discuss here. But the problem is, they want you to keep looking down, not up. Because here's the end goal, guys. All these people, all these fucking feminists that talk about these men's issues, that get these platforms on MTV, or they get these platforms to go and speak at these certain universities, there is somebody that they are going through that is okaying that transaction. right? They're not the bosses of themselves. You know, there are these people that get these platforms, you know, it's not like these people can just walk up to MTV and go, hey, I'm so and so, I have 350,000 subscribers or more, and I demand a platform because look at me. No, there is somebody that okays that transaction to go through, right? They don't just throw anybody up that comes off the goddamn street. And you better believe that they're going to have a control over whoever that person is. You better believe it, right? Because these people are nothing more than useful idiots. This is why they keep getting the people to clash together, is because they're always going to get people to talk about feminist issues and male issues. Look what this feminist did today. Look what this feminist did yesterday. Look how absurd this person is. And all they're trying to do is to create emotional trauma to you, to get you emotionally reactive to absolutely everything that goes on. This is what they're trying to do to people. It's brainwashing. It's what it is. And they're going to try to get people to argue amongst each other constantly because they do not realize that, guess who funds these people? Who funds the feminists to go on the stage or to go and to create this platform? Who funds that? Who are those people? Those are the people I want to have a word with, because those are the people contributing to it. It's the people with the money that have the power, not these fucking women. These women will do anything for money. They're fucking evil. They'll do anything for money at any time, anywhere. We've already seen what they'll do for money. Believe me, they'll whore their kids out, they'll whore themselves out, they'll fucking destroy a man no time. That's no big deal, right? I'll pop out 4 kids just because. I mean, this is insane. So, you know, this stuff is just, you know, so the person with the money has the power. So you have to think, guys, you really have to think on this one. It's not very hard. The reality is that these people wouldn't have a platform if they didn't have the money. And the people that fund this stuff usually are politically inclined to do so. There's a political agenda behind these things, everything nowadays especially. So you guys have to start looking up instead of looking down. Don't worry about these little feminist issues. This is only one part of the deal. You know, it's like taking a microscope and magnifying it 1,000 times when you continue to discuss these issues. Click 1 or 2 back and let's look at the whole picture. What else is going on that is contributing to the problem instead of just the problem itself? There's other issues contributing to the problem that need to be fixed. Part of those issues is who's funding this shit, who's involved in it, what are the politics behind it. These are the issues that I want to discuss. So that's just what I want to say. Thanks.